Speaker, you know, the question of public universities is very dear to many members of parliament because these universities and university colleges traverse almost all our counties and constituencies. And CS, you might be aware that it is indeed true there are cartels that have been running even certain departments within the Ministry of Education, particularly the University Placement Services, COOPS, and university funding. And CS, you will note, you just told us that in the next financial year you will not be funding any new students, but looking at the estimates that were tabled before this House, whereas in the answer that you have given, a total of 3.174 billion was allocated last year and distributed to universities, private universities. In this year's estimates, 4.174 billion has been set aside for the same funding. I'm just trying to reconcile those figures. If then you are not funding new students, why is the money increasing? The money should be decreasing, and decreasing significantly, because you are funding continuing students, and continuing means students who are in first year, second and third year, because even those who are in fourth year in the last financial year most likely are exiting. Therefore, this budget should be going down by almost a half, not be increased by 1 billion shillings CS. Two, CS, I want to ask you, if you look at your own list, what you have submitted, and I don't want to mention particular universities, but you can tell who are the drivers of these cartels. And you will see the universities that have gotten the largest amount, some 700 plus million shillings, others 350 plus. They commensurate with the proliferation of their colleges around the country to the detriment of public universities. And you will see instances where public universities and public university colleges have been closed and their premises taken over by private universities. CS, we must be honest with each other that the cartels that took over the ministry, especially the university funding departments and agencies in your ministry, you must tell us now as a house that now that you came from this house to the executive, you must be ruthless in dealing with these cartels. Because it is true, they have not only misled our children to go to private universities to get half-baked education, but they have also enticed innocent students, as Honorable Wamboka says, from villages who do not know what it will take when they get into those universities, and many of them drop out. But even as they drop out, the money that is allocated to those students continues to be taken to those universities, yet the students dropped out of school. CS, I want to ask you probably at a later date, you must tell this house whether you are